These fruits of God's word He has given. How beautiful heaven must be. How beautiful heaven must be. Sweet home of the happy and free. Where haven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be. In heaven no drooping nor pining, no wishes for elsewhere to be. God's light is forever there shining. How beautiful heaven must be. How beautiful heaven must be. Sweet home of the happy and free. Fair haven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be. Pure waters of life there are flowing, and all who drink may be free. Rare jewels of splendor are glowing. How beautiful heaven must be. How beautiful heaven must be. Sweet home of the happy and free. Fair haven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be.
Shirley Ann Bottoms Berlin Prestige, age 81. Died on Sunday, August the 22nd, 2021, at Sanctuary Hospice, Tupelo, Mississippi. Shirley was the daughter of Carney Bottoms and Ethel Morrill Bottoms. She was a 1957 graduate of Red Bay High School, where she was elected homecoming queen. Shirley spent most of her life working for Dr. E.L. McWright and for Dr. Walker Dempsey at the medical clinic in Red Bay. Later she worked at Belmont Homes and was working as a hostess at Jack's in Red Bay until she was diagnosed with cancer in July of 2020. Shirley never met a stranger. She loved to meet people and loved to talk. She will be missed by her friends and family, and Shirley was a faithful member of the Red Bay Church of Christ. Shirley is survived by two sons, Stanley Jerome Berlin, Fulton, Mississippi, Jonathan Hoyt Berlin, and Tammy Russell, Alabama. 4 grandchildren, Susan Randolph, Bart Bolton, Grace Berlin, and Brooke Berlin. 9 great-grandchildren, 1 great-great-grandchild, and 3 sisters, Lyra Knight, Jean Hastings, and Judy Bullen, and 1 brother, Andy Bottoms, and nieces and nephews. She was preceded in death by her husbands, Hoyt Berlin and Paul Prestige, a grandson, Bailey Berlin, and her parents and 2 brothers, Bill Bottoms and Paul Bottoms. I feel honored to be here with you all to remember Shirley in this memorial. I have known Shirley's family for many years. And when I say many, as I told Judy, would you believe, 70 plus years. That's how long that I've known her family. Shirley's dad worked for my dad when I was just a little boy. He was a truck driver. Her brother Paul was a classmate of mine in school. Her first husband, Hoyt, was a classmate to my older brother. And as we say in the obituary, she was elected homecoming queen. I was in the 9th grade, and I've got to tell this story. You know how 9th grade boys are about senior girls? Oh, they're beautiful. And Shirley was a beautiful girl. And she was running for homecoming queen. And back in those days, we raised money and counted the pennies as votes. Well, me and my 9th grade buddies got together and we supported good-looking Shirley and helped get her elected. And I've told that story to her many times, and oh, she just smiled. So that's, just one of the things of growing up with her. Another story, Shirley never meets a stranger. And we here at the Red Bay Church of Christ will really miss her. She was a big part, a faithful member of this church family. And Shirley and I go back 60 plus years just with this being in our lives, being brother and sister in Christ. Shirley and I and my twin brother were baptized into Christ on the same night. And I reminded her of that many times, and here again I get that big smile and a big hug. So you can see that Shirley was very dear to me, and I appreciate her very much. You can say that Shirley was a very active member of our community. She and her first husband had a business, a grocery business on the east side of town. And then in later years, she had a little sandwich deli downtown Red Bay. And she showed us how she could cook. She was a good cook. And then Shirley has served us in the community, serving on many committees of our city and on city boards. So she will be truly missed by the city of Red Bay and our friends and her friends. And in closing, I would like to say that, Shirley being the friendly person that she was, that she could tell us this: the only way to have a friend is to be one. Can you hear her say that? Yes. And then she lived a faithful life to God and her church. And you could hear her say this: you can preach a better sermon with your life than you can with your lips. How true. And then also, she would say this: God without man is still God, but man without God is nothing. And again, I feel the honor of being able to express these thoughts to the family of Shirley and her friends. Thank you very much.
Some glad morning when this life is o'er, I fly away to a home God's celestial shore, I fly away. I fly away, oh glory, I fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I fly away. When the shadow of his life have gone, I fly away. Like a bird from prison bars have flown, I fly away. I fly away, oh glory, I fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I fly away. I fly away, oh glory, I fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I fly away.
I want to express my appreciation to the family for the honor of speaking today. After arriving in Red Bay 10 or so years ago, I quickly began to know and love and appreciate Sister Shirley Prestige. And I told Judy this morning I was so thankful to see she had her red lipstick on, because she promised all sorts of bad things to happen if that was not the case. She loved her red lipstick, and she loved life. Someone said a day or two ago that Shirley was a woman who loved life, and truly she loved life. I would pick on her when we had a fellowship meal or something of that nature, because you